Hello, my name is Christy Henley. This is the introductory video to VHS 250, which is chronic health conditions. And this is my first video and my first introduction to hybrid courses. So bear with me and we'll get through this together. I have my list here, my handy-dandy list of things that I want to cover. And so I would like everybody to post a video, something similar to this. That way I can see your face and I can get to know who you are. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Nixa, Missouri, and I am actually sitting in my husband's office right now, and I'll show you kind of a brief tour here. This is some pictures of my kids, and then go around here. It's got, this office has a beautiful view of our land and our pool, and I have no idea what you're able to see with that, but hopefully it worked. And as I said, I am married. I've been married for 16 years, and I have 3 children. My oldest son is 15 this year, so he's driving, which is really scary. And he just drove home from church today, and that was really scary to me. And then I have a daughter who's 13, so I have 2 teenagers, and then I have another daughter who's 7. We were foster parents for a long time and have adopted 2 children out of foster care. And then I also have 3 dogs. I have a standard poodle, and then 2 rescues. One's a Rottweiler, and one is a Jack Russell Dachshund mix. So if you hear them, I'm sorry. And then I have 3 jobs. So I work full-time at the Clark Center in Monette and Pierce City, and so yes, I drive from Nixa to Monette, and I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner at the Clark Center, and then I also am the clinic director there, so I supervise all the other nurse practitioners and nurses and physicians and kind of all the day-to-day workings of the clinic. Then I teach at OTC. I was teaching 2 classes. I was teaching the substance use disorder class that you guys have already been through, but I had to give that up and just too much going on. And I teach this class, and then I also am in the Air Force Reserve. I'm a captain in the Air Force, and I'm a psychiatric nurse, and I do some officer things for that. So I'm pretty easygoing. That's kind of what I think the last students probably would say about me, is that I think they labeled me one of the easier teachers, but I'm pretty particular about papers and just doing your work and making sure that you turn it in and do a good job. And if you do that, then we'll get along splendid. And the best way to reach me is probably via email, or you can text me on my cell phone if it's a real big deal. But email is probably the best way to get a hold of me. My work email is a good way to get a hold of me, which is my last name, Henley, Henleyc, for Christy, at clarkmentalhealth.com, which is ClarkmentalHealth.com. And due dates for all of your assignments are mostly on Sundays, and you lost my train of thought there. I've tried to make things by unit, so everything, there'll be essentially what I had to do, because this class was a seated class and I had to go from seated to online hybrid, and so I essentially made we would have 2 lectures a week, and then we would have 1 or 2 assignments every week. So you'll notice that there will be either 2 or 3 lectures each week videoed, and then you'll have some assignments that go along with that are always due on Sundays. You'll have a week for each exam that are proctored, and then there are 3 or 4 in-class meetings that I'm going to try to be at for Waynesville. And I'll try to be in person. We're going to have a special speaker a couple of times, and then one time we will work on learning how to take a blood pressure, and then another time we will work on our health assessments. So that's the end of my video. I can't wait to meet each one of you and see what you're doing and what your plans are for the future. So post your videos and we'll talk soon.